Hi everyone. Thanks for listening in. This is Art Talk with Maria. And right now I am sitting here at home painting a mandala. And I am pondering the ideas of rules in our lives, how we make up all of these rules, and how we limit ourselves in our creativity with all of these rules. I use this painting, it can be anything, whether it's painting or doing something else creatively. I also play around a bit with doing mosaic. But anyways, I use all of this creativity for mind watching, for really seeing what comes up, what thoughts do I have around what I can do and what I can't. And I'm noticing now, sitting with this mandala, that I can even have judgments, priorities around colors, and rules around which colors are pretty, which are ugly, which colors go together and which colors doesn't go together. And I see whenever these thoughts arises, which has this limiting kind of you can do this but you can't do that feeling, that it's actually like there's an inner child who gets restricted, and the playfulness just kind of withers. So I'm really investigating, what if I just try and mix up things, get out of these boxes in my head. So I kind of see this inner child going, whenever there's a thought of you can't do that, there's this kid saying, says who? And that's really a good question. Says who? And again, like in some of my other art talks, I've been around identity, and this is really kind of an identity question. Like, says who? What is, or who is it? What is that voice saying you can't? Is it something we heard in childhood and just kind of accepted, and a rule that we still live by? Or what is it? Is it true for us now, or is there actually another reality for us now? It's like we get to be parenting our inner child. So it feels like it's time for me, and maybe for you too, to stop living by some old rules you made up when you were a kid, maybe, and to see that you can always start fresh. It's really up to you in every moment to investigate your thoughts and decide whether you want to live by them or live by some new and more inspiring thoughts. And it's, for me also, it's about the questioning, and it's about being very vigilant to the ego, that very judgmental part of the mind, which is always criticizing and comparing. So for me to enjoy doing art or just being creative, I see that I really need to stop comparing and just not go with this part of the mind, the ego mind, that is thinking in terms of outcomes and what others might think. It's really not relevant anymore, and it really takes all of the fun out of the project. So I ask myself while painting this mandala, like, what if there's no limitations whatsoever? What if I play with breaking the rules in my mind around which colors work together and which doesn't? Which, for instance, I can see I have a judgment around pink or this light red, which is a negative judgment, that it's too girly, too girlish, or just not pretty, like an aversion towards it, that's not something I would want to have on my wall. And what will others think if they enter my home and see that on the wall? So it's really interesting how deep it goes, this judging yourself, judging myself, and thinking about what others think about pieces I've done, or it goes very deep, and it's something that's been there since childhood, I can feel. So it's time to just have a laugh about it and go easy. Just go easy. I mean, be playful, investigate, change colors, to not think in mistakes. Like, what if there are no mistakes? What if even the mistakes can be beautiful? It can be a mistake such as painting outside the lines, for instance. It's like a beautiful expression of life. It's just something that goes on and on and on. And mistakes can be beautiful too. And celebrating the perfection in the imperfect piece. I find that really inspiring and helpful for me at the moment. And just being curious about also techniques. For instance, today I played with looking up inspirational ideas for painting with kids. And it's like acknowledging that I'm still this little kid. So I saw, for instance, how you can make prints with colors using vegetables. And I had a really fun time painting some roses with this little cabbage. I'm not sure actually what the name of it is in English, but it's like these small little round cabbage. And oh yeah, and the green celery could make beautiful prints with roses. So just kind of like just really enjoying that, sitting painting a celery. How much fun is that? It's just great. So yeah, I think this will be my invitation for you to just allow yourself to be childlike again and do some really nice parenting for yourself, some loving parenting. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you today, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Much love. Bye.